Our next category is the Bellin Health Small Group Award, which is given to a team of volunteers of 10 or fewer members. With the support of many, our community works to assist our homeless population by providing food, shelter, and compassion as they move toward the path to stability. St. John's Homeless Shelter fills an essential role in the greater Green Bay community by serving approximately 400 individuals with emergency shelter, more than 800 individuals with services at the Micah Center, and more than 300 women at the Wellspring just this past year. St. John's Homeless Shelter serves many who do not qualify for other shelters and services, which would not be possible without the 10,000 volunteer hours each year. Our small group award runners-up are St. John's volunteers Lee and Mary Sedlicek. Lee and Mary, would you please join us on stage?
Me back. And 1, 2, 3, like a bird I sing, 'cause you've given me the most beautiful set of wings, and I'm so glad.
Lee and Mary are always willing to help where needed, but they have each found a niche at St. John's. Lee primarily serves as a locker room attendant. Is that right, Lee? He checks the guests in and out and always takes the opportunity to share a greeting, encouragement, or have a quick conversation. He knows their names and takes an interest in getting to know them on a personal level. Mary primarily serves as a request filler. She selects the clothing, the hygiene items that guests request, and gets to know the guests and what they like versus simply what would be functional. They know that Mary cares and wants to connect with them. Not only do the Sedliceks help where needed, but also when needed. In a 2-week span, St. John's had 3 or 4 snow days at that shelter where they stayed open to guests all day and needed extra volunteers. Lee and Mary readily showed up to serve each and every time, in addition to their 3 evenings that they serve every week. Their commitment is evidenced by their faithful presence. Lee and Mary make a difference because they are genuine. People experiencing homelessness are often labeled, they are often judged. So the Sedliceks' actions exude care, and because of the Sedliceks, guests' lives are changed and they leave better than when they came in. Lee and Mary Sedlicek's commitment to serve clearly demonstrates that they value people, relationships, and the community. So many of the guests at St. John's have been beaten down by people who don't step up and who don't show up. The fact that the Sedliceks continually do step up and do show up is inspiring to the guests, the staff, and other volunteers. We thank you for your service, Lee and Mary Sedlicek. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very nice job.